Hi, I'm ciplantgo, also known as Florent by my friends. So this vlog, why a vlog? Well, basically with 2 episodes of the podcast a month, I thought it would be useful. Well, actually not really useful. It would be good for me to just have a platform where I can talk about everything and anything really, just to get things out of my head into the world. This thought came to me when I recorded a podcast with Yuji Chuha. He's a vegan activist based in Los Angeles, but he came to Japan recently and we had a very long discussion for the podcast. It was great. I'm releasing it next week, so looking forward to sharing it with everyone. And basically, I think we have very similar, let's say, personalities as far as like how we enjoy or thrive on listening to ourselves talk and build meaning through that process. I think it's true for a lot of people out there. And he said something very interesting to me. He said that basically it was very important to be a good listener, and he worked very hard on being a better listener throughout the years he's been doing activism, and maybe even a bit before that. But really what helps him do that as well is that he has this platform where he just gets things out of his head, I suppose mostly about everything related to the animal welfare, animal rights. I haven't watched a lot of those freeform videos that he's done. I've watched a lot of his short activist videos that like raise one point about veganism in a very passionate way. So have a look at those if you have some time. It's really well done and yeah, interesting. So basically this vlog is gonna happen, if I stick to it, every couple weeks. And I'll talk about everything and anything. It could be something related to veganism, but it most probably will be something not related to veganism. It could be a book I'm reading. It could be about salsa dancing. It could be about my plans for ciplantgo. It could be about my job, why not? About my health too. So speaking about my health, I'll probably address that issue. Well, it's not really an issue, that topic in the next vlog, because I just got results from my last blood test. And I'd like to compare those with the 2 previous ones I've done since I became vegan. Yeah, so for next time. Now, for this vlog, the main point of the video will be why vegan? Why did I become vegan? Why did I choose this lifestyle of veganism? So I'll try to make it very short because I'm basically recording this part of the vlog for a friend, Riho, who's doing a gentle revolution thing on social media where she interviews friends and people she meets that are vegan and asks them why they are vegan, and release those clips, very short clips, on social media. And hopefully it's inspiring for people to have a look at those. Obviously, if it's like a 20-minute talk, like I definitely able to do just about how I came to be vegan, even longer actually. It's not going to be very social media friendly, where the attention span doesn't run longer than, 10 seconds? So I will not do 10 seconds only. I'll try to go as quickly as possible. And I prepared something, so my eyes are probably going to just go down on my to-say list things. Basically, I'm vegan because I can. There's no health problems if done properly. And almost all the foods you would want to eat exist plant-based. So sure, there's a sacrifice to be made on the social part of things, mostly, I would say, but you have the ability, you have the choice to not take part in a very cruel industry and to eat living things that, for all we know, are not sentient and do not feel pain. So you basically don't add to the pain of like animals that can suffer needlessly. All right. Also, this allows me to walk the talk as much as possible. Especially in the past few years, I've been trying to orient my life towards bring more positivity to others and avoiding as much as possible suffering in my own life and like being the source of suffering for others. And in others, I include every human beings, of course, but every non-human animals as well. So trying to be as compassionate as I can, and that's definitely a muscle that you can work on and improve in that area a lot just by an everyday practice, and you read every day, so why not? And also, I think it's very important to define your own values by questioning the norms of society. So society deems it totally normal to eat animals and dairy, etc., right? To use animals as commodities, really as things for our own benefit. But if you start to question whether the norm, what everyone deems normal and acceptable, is actually a good compass to say what is morally good or morally preferable or morally condemnable, well, you get stuck in some scenarios. For example, excision, right? In some countries in Africa, culture and the norm has it that the women get their sexual organs mutilated because of culture and tradition. And would you say that's morally good because the culture says it's okay? Or would you say despite the culture saying it's okay, it's morally reprehensible, right? I think the latter would be what everyone would say in such countries are as like Japan or like European countries, etc. And therefore, it is very important to question the norms of the society you're living in. And as far as animal products, for me, it's very black and white. If you have the choice between meal A, that's plant-based, and meal B, that's with some animal products, you should, morally speaking, go with meal A, plant-based, period. Right? That's the preferable moral choice. And that's why I'm vegan. All right, well, that's it for this vlog. I would be very happy to expand on this. I tried to make it as short as possible. I still feel like I was way too long for the type of video my friend is looking for. But yeah, being concise is not really my thing. So there you go, very short first vlog, because if I start to talk about something else, I'll never stop. See you next time and have a great weekend.